Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the part 2 of our MySQL tutorials. In this video, we will focus on how to insert data into a MySQL database using a PHP and let's see how it works with the simple examples. So let's get started. First, I have already started Apache and MySQL because we are working with the database. First one is the MySQLi query. This is important to if you want to execute any query, means the any CRUD operations, then first you have to learn MySQLi query, this function. MySQLi query function is used in PHP to execute SQL statement against a MySQL database. It works with as I told, the select and non-select queries like insert, update or delete. When we are inserting a data, MySQL query sends a SQL command to the database and returns a true if the query is successful, or if false, then there is an error. First, here you can see the query function performs a query against a database. The syntax for MySQL query is this. First, we have to pass the connection variable, and the next one is query, and result mode, it's optional, that constant. Here you can see the connection specifies the MySQL connection to use. Next one is the query. Here the query, anything means any CRUD operations, and result mode is a constant. Now we will execute small example. I have opened the Sublime text and given the basic structure of HTML and heading. Now I will open the PHP MyAdmin. Here you can see the database named example_db, and in that I have created one table called students and fields like roll number, name and the age of that student. Inside the PHP structure, here I am defining one variable it's a connection variable, and here I am giving the query for to connect the database MySQLi_connect. In that I am passing the parameters like host name, username, password and our database name. Host name is localhost and username is root, and the password in XAMPP by default is not there, and next our database name example_db and with a semicolon. Next here I am declaring SQL variable. Now here we have to give the any query that we want to perform on against the database. Here I am inserting values in table, so insert into students. Here I am giving the whatever is the column name. First the roll number, next the name and the age of that student, and the values. Here only I will define that. First here I will give the roll number as 243 and name Gayatri and age is 21. Next end with a semicolon. Inside the if statement, here I am giving that query, means MySQL query. Here we have to give the parameters, means the connection variable and the SQL query that we want to perform, and the echo statement. The data inserted successfully. After that, the in else part, if the data is inserted, then it has to print the data inserted successfully, or else it has to print the error, and here I will give the functions, built-in functions, that is MySQLi error, that will give an error if something happens. Next, pass the connection variable in that. Next, save this file, and as my example.php stored in a XAMPP htdocs of a Janvi folder, give the path here as localhost/Janvi and our file name as example.php. Here you can see the data inserted successfully. Now again go to the database PHP MyAdmin. Here you can see that data is inserted successfully. Roll number 243, name Gayatri, and age is 21. Now go to the Sublime text, and here I will change this query. Here I will give the update query. Update students. Here we have to give the table name first. Update students. Next, set the roll number is equals to 21, where here I'm using the where clause, means where the name is equals to Gayatri. Here I will use the single quotes, that it is better understandable. Now change the echo statement as a data updated successfully. Now save this and go to the browser. Refresh it. Here you can see our output is data updated successfully. Now go to the PHP MyAdmin, and here you can see that roll number is changed from 243 to 21. Now when we click on the SQL, here you can see the multiple queries that we performed on the database, that is here the update, delete, select, and select all. Now here I will insert more records. The roll number here I will give 12, and name is Sona, and age is next. One more record, name is equals to Dhruv, and age I will give. Next, click on the go, and now click on the browse, and here you can see that data is inserted here in our table. Now let's print that all the values in our browser. Here I will give the query as a select all from students. I will remove this, and here I will declare one variable called result. Next, here I will give that query MySQLi query, and pass the parameters as our connection variable and the SQL query, that select all from students. Next, the another here inside the if statement, I will give the another function called MySQLi num rows. In that I will pass our result variable MySQLi underscore num underscore rows. MySQLi num rows is a PHP function is used to get the number of rows in the result set returned by a select query using a MySQLi function. Next, inside the if, here I will give the echo. Here, the data has to be printed in a table format, so I will start the table tag. Next, the table row means the tr tag. In that I will give the all the headings. So I will use the ts tag. Inside that the column names that I have given to my student tables. First is a roll number and the th tag. Next another two for the name and the age. I will change the headings. Now I will end that row. After that I will use the for loop to repeatedly print that roll number, name and the age. And I will here use the another variable that is row and the function called MySQL fetch associate. And here I will pass this result variable. The MySQL fetch associate, it converts each row into an associative array as the roll number, name and our age. Here I will give the echo statement that printing the data that present in our table. Here I will use the td tag. In curly braces I will define the row dollar row and square bracket that the column names as roll number. And similarly I will declare it for other the name and the age column as well. Now end the tr tag. And after that I will end our table tag as well. Echo in double quotes I will end the table tag. Here you can see at the top the echo, the starting of a table tag, and this is the ending of the table tag. And in else part I will give the echo statement inside the using paragraph tag that if data has not found, then it has to print that no data found. And the paragraph tag. Now save this file and go to the browser and refresh it. Here you can see that our heading example on MySQLi query and the roll number, names and the age printing well. Now you can check in the our PHP MyAdmin that if that data is actually coming from our database only. Here you can see the same data has been printed in our browser. Next we will change the query. I will go to the Sublime text. I will remove all this. Here at the place of update query, I will change the query name, that is delete query, delete from students, and I will use the where clause where the roll number of a student is equals to 21, and the echo statement that data deleted successfully. Now save this and go to the PHP MyAdmin. Here you can see the roll number 21 holds a name as Gayatri and age as 21. Now save this and go to the browser and refresh the file. Here you can see, okay, I have given the wrong table name. Delete from students where roll number is equals to 21. Now again save it and refresh the browser. Here you can see the data deleted successfully. In our PHP MyAdmin also, here you can see that roll number 21 data is deleted. The next query is MySQL and num rows. The MySQL and num rows function returns the number of rows in the result set. It is generally used to check if the data present in the database or not. The syntax is, we have to give the result what the variable where the result specifies the result set identifier returned by a MySQLi query. So that's it for part 2 of our SQLi series. We have covered MySQLi query and basic code operations. I hope this cleared things up. In part 3 we will dive in even deeper, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.